Hey there, it's Nicofish 1000. That's my little dog, Moti. She's playing by herself right now. Okay, got the camera on the tripod, and I'm back to teach her how to make a poor man's vivarium. So what we have here is my poor man's vivarium. Actually, pretty decent. It's a bit overgrown, and that's why we're going to be transferring it to a taller tank. I'm actually not sure on the gallonage of that tank. My mom found it by the road and she got it for me. So we got that, we got this, and we're going to start the transfer. As you can tell, the plants on the top, their leaves are all deformed and whatnot. It's from being up against the lid of the vivarium, and my frog, the green tree frog, is in a temporary holding mechanism, or a box. So we're going to hurry up. If you watched my previous video, I told you guys that the substrate is pretty much just peat. So I'm just going to use the same substrate and I'm going to transfer it over. Okay. There we go. And you can see it's all held together. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to cut this up. That smells beautiful. It doesn't smell as bad as I thought it would, but there's a bit of that decay smell. Now, some people call it methane, but actually methane is odorless. So it's some other stuff that you get from anaerobic decomposition. But it's not at all bad considering I've never cleaned this. So, let's see what we can do. Okay, so I'm done with that. I've got my plants sorted out by types. And I started the scape. The log that was in the other tank horizontally, I put it up vertically. And I'll have some pea scandens climb up that and escape the rest of it. The old dirt is right here. It's smelling, you couldn't smell the aquarium, but it's smelling kind of bad. So I'm going to change that out for some newer peat. And I'm not going to put any other dirt in it. By the way, this is all trial and error, so no, by no means a guide to do this kind of stuff. So this time I'm going to use 100% peat mixture and see how that goes. Oh, yeah. You can buy peat in really big bags like that one at Home Depot. It's my peat moss bag. Oh yeah, also all of these plants are from Home Depot. You don't really need to buy them from any place special. The plants there can cost like $5 a piece, and then what I do is I take off all the dirt and I clean off the roots until there's no dirt left, or almost no dirt, and then I plant them in just to make sure I'm not bringing in anything harmful. And it works for me. I'm not saying it's the best way to do anything, but I don't like paying that much for plants that are that common. So, there we go. So, I'll cool a beetle shell. And always when you're scaping things, you want to do what I call an amphitheater kind of thing. Taller in the back, shorter in the front. Same with plants, for aquariums, for anything. It makes your tank look bigger. I see sometimes people want to put a really big plant like right here. That'll just block it off and it'll make it look like your aquarium ends here. So you gotta kind of think about how it's gonna look. Because a lot of people always put their decorations in the front. And that really doesn't do any good for the look of your aquarium. Okay guys, I'm just about done with Escape. I think I'm gonna leave it here. Pretty happy with how it came out. Let's take a closer look. So I redid it. It's not an amphitheater style. It's got one side taller than the other, so it kind of sweeps down. In the front we've got two, I think it's cedar. Two little logs of that covered in moss that I found a long time ago. The moss goes dormant. It should come back to life. And from above it looks like that. Hold on. That's what it looks like from above. The side. This is the tallest side with all the dumping. From the back, I tried to plant as many things in the back to cover up the wall. And the other side, take it right back to the front again. There we go, from the front. I really like these logs in the front here. Kind of has a nice flow with that branch that comes out all the way to the front there. Pretty happy with how it turned out. I got a lot of extra plants. So I don't think the frog's gonna be that happy with it though, because with the other aquarium, it was planted so dense that it could just hide anywhere. Well, but it always liked to climb a bit more, and this one's kind of short, so maybe it'll like that. Oh crud, I have to finish the lid. Forgot. Hold on. So this is the lid. Well, this is gonna be the lid. And I need to add some little stops to it. Some little stops to it and some mesh. And as I think it was Dustin who said this a long time ago, from Dustin's Fish Tanks. A long time ago he said, people are looking at your stand and you're doing it wrong. So kind of follow that philosophy with my lid here. Kind of just eyeballed it and cut it out. Okay, see you guys. Okay guys, NicoFish 1000, last part of the video. Well, here we go after, I guess, more than an hour's worth of work, but not really. I had the escaping pretty much done in half an hour, and I got the lid all figured out. Here, take a look. It's a piece of plywood painted with acrylic. And those little notches are made out of balsa, and I super glued some netting onto it. So that didn't take that long. The painting took the longest. Here it is. I misted it down first. And once the roots set in better, I'm going to flood it. So the water won't look all crappy. And up there in that corner, got my green tree frog chilling up there. So all in all, I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Well, let's see if I can get you a better view of him. Or her. It's blinking. So anyway, my poor man's vivarium. I figure the cost must have come to, well, the cost for this itself was free for me because my mom found that thing, so I got that for free. The dirt I bought a long time ago. I use it for potting a bunch of plants, but I think it costs like 20 bucks for it's a huge bag. So whatever's in there isn't worth anything really. And the plants must have cost like 20 bucks worth of plants maybe in there. So you could really throw this together. Oh yeah, and the mesh for the roof costs 5 bucks. You could really throw this together for like $30. So I think it's really cheap. I mean, it's pretty fun to do. So I can get you a better view of the frog. He's looking at me, peeking over that leaf. So, I mean, vivariums don't have to be expensive. The one next to it, that's my crested gecko's vivarium, wasn't very expensive either. I mean, it was really cheap actually. I just siliconed a bunch of wood to the back, and that's it basically. And threw in some plants, and there he is, he's chilling down there. Threw in some plants, and that's it. Okay, see you guys. If you have any suggestions, any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't subscribe. I don't care. But that's it. See you.